Must be about this time of the day that they all start to come in, when the tide is on the rise. Seems to be going quite fast, doesn't it? So, Thursday today, I'm down here on the beach, and I was thinking last night, what food product or food can you buy for 100 pesos? Can you get lunch in Davao for 100 pesos? And what would it look like? Nice big ship on the beach. I have my Coke. I'm waiting for my bacon and rice. My coffee. A boat is waiting to come in. I'm here on the beach. Oh, listening to the waves. Listening to the waves. Okay, let's get breakfast. 2 eggs, some bacon and morning coffee. We found Wilson. He's got no hair and he's not made of leather anymore. He's a coconut. Okay, now right, so here on the beach, what can you get for 100 pesos for food? So if you're going out, can you get a cup of coffee for 100 pesos? Well, sad to say, no. Most coffees, black coffee, if you're going dining out, it's going to cost you 100 pesos. No creamer, no sugar. If you're doing a 3-in-1 and you're doing it at home, it's going to cost you around 20 peso, 15 to 20 peso. If you're having an Americano or a latte or a cappuccino or any one of those other fancy cups of coffee, is anywhere between 120 and 160. The most I've seen is in Starbucks, nearly 200 pesos. Scared the conkers out of me. Food wise, let's deal with things like Jollibee and Pizza Hut and Mackie Do and KFC. They all do these specials. And they're anything from a single pate burger at 69 pesos up to 99 peso deal. The best deal I've actually seen is at Pizza Hut. You get a 6-inch cheese or cheese and pineapple pizza with a bowl of soup, mushroom soup, and a medium soda, a medium drink, 90 pesos. Within that deal, you can change out the pizza if you don't like pizza, and you can get spaghetti bolognese, or you can change out the spaghetti bolognese and you can get a pasta carbonara, or you can change out the pasta carbonara and you can get a fried chicken, which is better than getting a burger and chips at Mackie Do's for just over 100 pesos because of the fries. But you can get yourself a burger, or you can get yourself 6 chicken nuggets and a sauce and a drink, which is going to be 106. So there's it's a lovely day today, isn't it? Look at that. That looks like a picture from a MacBook or a Surface Pro, doesn't it? Should be on their screen. Yeah, pity you don't get sound effects. Anyway, yeah, so Burger King, they'll turn around and do you a 79 peso chicken burger or a beef burger, flame grilled beef burger. If you want it as a meal, it's again, it takes you over that 100 peso mark. So you don't get a lot in the high street or in the major brands. If you go to Carinderia, so I am here today at South Shore. South Shore is 150 pesos for a bacon, 2 eggs and a rice. If you had a coffee, it's 120. If you had a soda, it's 60. So you're pushing 320 pesos. But the view's great, and you get the lovely sea breeze. If you're going into some of the, like the Carindera, there's a place I go down to at Prices, and that's individually, sorry, pardon the expression, it's individually priced in the Prices area. So you go in there and you can buy a rice for 20 peso, you can get some cancon for 20 peso, you can get some pancit, which will be 40 pesos, you can get some chicken, which will be 40 pesos. So you can build up your meal. As soon as you add a drink in, it's 60 pesos. So you only got 40 pesos of food. So a lot of people go in and buy the rice, they buy a viand, and then they go back to their office, or they go and sit down and they forget about getting a water. They wait till they get back to their office and then they get the chilled water out of the machine. If you go to on the street vendors, rice is 20 peso, a boiled egg or a fried egg is 10 to 15 pesos. But then you're getting into the realms of how do they sanitize, how do they wash down, how do they clean. I'm not saying they're dirty, I'm just saying for somebody like me, that would turn around and give me an upset stomach. However, somebody that eats there and eats regularly in that, and Annie loves eating 2 fried eggs with some rice, and her soy and her vinegar and everything like that, she really does enjoy that. So yeah, if you go down to a Brero and go to something like Davao Famous, you can buy a shomai or a shopao. I think it's shopao, either a bolo bolo or a what's it called, adobo, and that'll cost you 40 pesos. So you can get 2 of those for 80 pesos. They're quite filling, they're nice size, nice eat. They're pretty nice. Annie enjoys those. In the morning they've got a thing called the pandesal. You can get 10 of those for around 20 peso to 30 pesos. You just dip it in your 3-in-1 coffee and that starts your day. You can eat some rice, eggs, a protein. Denchos in Gmail, they do set meals. They used to be set meals from 90 pesos to 120 peso. Now they're 120 peso and up. And there are 3 of them, and you have to look for them. They come with an iced tea, they come with your rice, they come with a barbecue chicken or a spicy chicken or a spicy pork. The sweet pork I tend to keep away from because it's virtually cooked and then they just sprinkle sugar on top of it, which is no good for my diabetes unless they want to kill me. You can go into other kiosks, or what I call pop-ups, and you can buy your shomai, get 4 of those with some soy for around 70 pesos, 80 pesos. They've got Leyland, which is like a rice pot meal, like a pot noodle that's done fresh, and then they put on some vegetables and they chop it all up, and then they put a fried egg on top of it for an extra 10 pesos. You can buy those, you can get those for 100 pesos for the small size. Medium size you're looking at 120, 140 peso. So in the time, in the last, let's just rephrase that a bit, in the last 12 months since lockdown, prices have gone up. However, street vendors are still maintaining their prices, even though rice has gone up and eggs have gone up and proteins have gone up. You can find places on JP L'Oreal, like last week I turned around and did a vlog on getting some roasted pork. You can get some roasted pork with some rice and that'll cost you 85 pesos. However, you only get 60 grams of pork. So 60 grams of pork is 2 to 3 ounces, no more. It's about three quarters of a pork chop. There are some other places that do shawarma, and there's a Turkish restaurant that's over at Matina Square. You can buy an 80 grams of meat in one of his shawarmas for 100 pesos, which is good, but you only get the one shawarma. So that's a 6-inch pita bread with the filling inside it, and that's it. You don't get any rice to fill you up, you just get the shawarma. I normally have 2 shawarmas, so I'm well over the 100 peso looking for food. Salmon Island, very, very nice, isn't it? It's beautiful. I really do. I've said it a couple of times, I really love the sound of that, the wave on the beach.
So the ferry, or the barge, from Paradise Island. So it's 25p pesos each. Starts at 6 o'clock in the morning, finishes at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I think that's the last ferry coming across. Not anybody on it. The Ro-Ro ferry there. They're lined up because they normally go across the Samar down here. But as Samar is closed, there we go. One person came across. He's been over to Samar fishing. They're majestic boats, aren't they? I like the outriggers, and I like the way they just lazily just roll and roll and roll.
Yes, you can for 100 pesos. Not as a Filipino. If you are a Filipino, you can eat for around 50 to 60 peso a day, and that is when you'll go to these current areas and you'll get a soup and you'll get some rice. But rice is what bulks out the meal, what gives you a fat stomach or gives you a full stomach, and water. They'll drink water. They'll keep away from all the other stuff and all the other sodas. Foreigners like me, I'll go to DQ and I'll have I'll get an ice cream, a chocolate, what do they call it, a chocolate luxury or something, I can't remember. That's 90 pesos for a medium size, it's about the size of a medium Coke. But that won't last me the whole day or half a day. It doesn't have enough carbo, doesn't have enough fill to it. It's ice cream, it's a luxury item. So yes, what do you get? There are quite a few places you can get food for 100 pesos. Will it fill you up for the day? No. You will be eating again at 6 o'clock in the evening, whether it's you've gone out and you bought yourself some dried crackers and some water to fill up, or you cook some rice at home in a rice cooker and you have it with some soy sauce and you have it with some vinegar and a little bit of lime on it to give it some flavour and taste, or you turn around and sprinkle on some Maggi, which is quite popular here, just to give your rice like a meaty a meaty flavour. Dried fish, you can get dried fish, but once again you need to add the oil to it, and you need to fry it, and you need to get it cooked. So yeah, for 100 pesos, difficult, not impossible, and you can do it. There will be people on my channel that will say, I eat for 100 pesos a day. Well, yeah, I go with that. I agree with that. I think you can eat for 100 pesos. It's what you eat. It's what you eat. Is it healthy? Is it fried? You know, is it fried shomai? Is it fried camotes? Is it fried rice? Yes, you can for 100 pesos.